everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shenanaguy Plays Trails of Cold Steel. It is the evening, and we have a few things to do. 3 bonding events. Yeah, one of them's in Trista. And there is a hidden side quest as well. I'm thinking we'll do the bonding events first, and then we'll do the side quest. That's what makes sense to me, at least. See what Elisa's up to out here. Are you already done with practice for the day, Elisa? Yeah, the second years are all busy preparing for the festival. They might ask me to help them out with setting things up here at some point, too. I guess nobody's getting any rest until the festival's over. Especially those of us who haven't come up with anything yet. Yeah, I really hope we can find something that's perfect for us. Should I stay around and talk with her some more? Sure! Hey Elisa, would I be getting in your way if I stayed around a while longer? Oh no, not at all. There's a spare cross here, so how about we play some catch too? A cross? Oh, the stick thing. I've never used one before. Would you mind showing me how to use it? I'd be happy to. Catch. Oof. Back to you. Oh, that one actually flew pretty straight. You're getting the hang of this. Little by little. You know, it's nice to play catch with you like this. I never expected that we'd end up this close. What? That kinda came out wrong. I only meant that a few months ago you couldn't stand to be in the same room with me, but now, here we are. Well, there was the accident and all, which I specifically told you to forget about. My bad. But this makes me happy. I remember worrying that we'd never be able to make up, so I'm glad we can just play ball now. Cut it out. You're making me blush. I know what you mean, though. I just wish our time together didn't have to come to an end. Oh, wait. Now my words are coming out wrong. I meant that I don't want our time together as classmates to come to an end. That's all I meant, okay? Yeah. You've got a good point, though. We're going to be second years in just a few months, and 1 year after that we'll be graduating. That sounds like a long time from now, but I'm sure it'll be over before we know it. Yeah. Hey, Reen, do you remember what we talked about back in Nord? I don't think I would have become any stronger without Class 7's help and support, yours included. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me, and thanks for telling me to keep looking up. I'm finally starting to move forward, step by step. Something I probably couldn't do if I hadn't come here and met Class 7, or the rest of the Academy, or if we didn't all get to spend time together like this. I don't know if that was, Reen or Elisa talking there. I agree, but I guess we both said some pretty embarrassing stuff now that you mention it. I'm embarrassed just by thinking about it. But even so, I stand by what I said that night. Okay, so it was her talking. If I'm going to move forward, I want to do it with you and Class 7 and all of the members of the lacrosse club, because I wouldn't be moving forward at all without all of you helping me, and I'd like to think I've helped you too. And I'm sure that'll stay true enough through next month's field study and the Academy Festival after that. Me too, Lisa. I feel exactly the same way. Things might seem rough now with our last field study coming up. The looming shadow of our final exams doesn't help either. And to be honest, we'll probably have even more challenges to face as second years. But the time we spend together, both good times and the bad, those are what we're going to remember. Those times are the blocks we keep putting together until we find the shape of the lives we want to live. Yeah, you're right. As long as we don't give up and stick together, we're going to be just fine. Your bond with Elisa is strengthened. See, they're obviously setting her up as the main love interest in the series for Reen. And it works out well in the first game. And kind of the second game, I guess. But by about, I'd say halfway through the second game, if I'm remembering things correctly, it feels like it's just being forced. And that just kind of makes it less, I don't know, makes it less appealing as an option to me. If that makes any sense. Where the heck is Crow? He's supposed to be on the second floor, right? Is he in here? Ah, he is in here. Now, why would Crow be in a classroom after class? That just doesn't fit. Dots. What are you doing here, Crow? Oh, nothing much. Did something happen? Nah, just feeling a bit sentimental. It's nothing serious, don't worry about it, man. Crow, sentimental? No, I'm really curious. Hey, Crow, I'm a bit tired myself, to be honest. Would you mind if I sat here with you for a while? I swear, you get weirder by the day. But sure, feel free. And he's not sitting. What a sunset. Between this and the cooler weather, it feels like fall's finally here. Sure does. Can't help but feel I kinda let this summer go to waste, though. Crow. Up for a round of Blade? Seriously, where'd that come from? It seems like you've got something on your mind, and that's not a good look for you. A round of Blade might only distract you from it for a little while, but still. I don't like seeing you down like this. I want to help, even if I can't do much. Dots. Just because you're a second year doesn't mean you need to pretend you're indestructible. We're in this together. Me and the rest of Class 7 are always here to listen, and we know you're there for us. That's what being that's what being friends is all about. Reen. That better not be a promise you don't intend to keep. Huh? You're a lifesaver, man. As it just so happens, my wallet is very empty. I was sweating how I'd survive the festival next month without any cash. Crow took out his Blade cards. Besides, how could I say no to such a kind offer? What do you say we start the betting at 100 mirror? Whoa, hold on.
Alright, let's get started.
So, do I actually get to play, or do we watch them play?
Go on, draw a card.
Ooh,
You're first.
I get to play. I wonder if we get bonus AP for, winning this.
Same score, gotta redraw. I'm up first. Take this.
Why would you bolt right off the bat like that? That's not very nice,
Take
man.
This.
No! Nah.
You fell for it.
Of course.
Not bad.
We'll use
seriously?
a mirror. 11, 15, bolt,
Not bad.
mirror.
No, seriously? Oh man, I lost?
Nice. Shit, didn't think I was gonna lose. Okay, double or nothing, let's go. You couldn't pay me anyway. You tricked me, didn't you? Took you long enough. Psychological warfare, my friend. People can't resist when they see a joker like me acting all sentimental. They start lining up to get fleeced. I can't believe I fell for it. If it didn't work, I wouldn't do it. Honestly though, it's been a month already. You should have me figured out by now. I really should. But you're one of us now. How could I not be concerned? You're one weird dude. Well, we've already got our cards out, so how about another round? Might as well. No bets this time though. Alright, I can dig it. Doesn't hurt to get a regular match in every now and then. And so, the two of them played Blade with the dying light of the setting sun streaming into the window. Your bond with Crow strengthened. Oh, we're almost at Link level 5. Nice! Yeah, it looked like the winning that blade match boosted the bonding bonding XP a lot. Words exist, and I promise I know them. And I think Milliam's the last one we have, and yeah, she's right there. I see her. That blue hair. Hehe, I made some cookies at the cooking club today. Nicholas and Margarita got all freaked out about it, but it was super fun. What do you do this time? I let Lammy help me flatten out the cookie dough, but he kind of flattened the whole board on accident. It's almost charming when you put it like that. Should I spend some time with her? Yes, because this bonding event gives us an update for her character notebook. Mind if I hang out with you for a bit, Milliam? We don't really get the opportunity to relax together very often. Sure, go ahead. Sit on down and kick your feet up. Life as a student is so much fun. I've been here for a month already and I haven't gotten bored at all. Glad to hear it. Oh yeah, you made some cookies at the cooking club, didn't you? How'd they turn out? Wanna try them for yourself? William took some cookies out of a paper bag. Here you go. They're pretty good. Awesome. Can't wait. Munch. It's a bit salty. Yeah, I messed up and used salt instead of sugar. That's such a cliche that I didn't think people actually did it. It's actually pretty good though. Hey, Reen, did you even stop to think that I might have poisoned that cookie? What? Didn't even cross my mind. You wouldn't have really gained anything by doing that though, would you? That's true. You might not want to be so trusting though. It's like you forget that I'm with the intelligence division sometimes. Okay, that is true, mostly due to how natural it feels to have you here. Think about it. There are a ton of students here at Thor's, and a lot of them are kind of weird, to be honest. This isn't a normal school, and you're not an average student, but you fit here and make things more interesting. I mean, I guess in that way, Thor's is kind of like the salty cookie, and maybe that makes you the salt. Huh. I think I kind of get what you mean. I'm not really sure, though. It's fine if you don't get it right now. Maybe it'll make sense someday. Thanks for the cookie. I wouldn't mind having some more another time. Haha, got it. I'll make him even saltier, just for you. That's not what I meant. Your bond with Milliam is strengthened. Almost link level 5 with her as well. Nice. Let's see, and we can find the cat in here. What are you doing hanging around the old schoolhouse, Celine? Is there something you want to tell me? Meow. Oh yeah, I guess that's about as much as a cat can tell me. Give her some fresh milk. Still getting the humph. When will Celine ever stop giving us that humph? And let's see, our next goal is to go to the gymnasium. Whoops. Ah. Gymnasium. What are you doing here, Schwarzer? Not a whole lot, just passing through. You seem pretty focused, though. Huh. What do you mean by that? I hope you're not implying that I made my way here to practice or any such nonsense. Got it. He seems kind of crestfallen. Hey, did something happen? Dots. Nothing that has to do with you. For all his noble posturing, Patrick worries about things like anyone else. Maybe I can help him out. Sure. Would you mind telling me what happened? I'm not trying to offer you my help as charity or anything like that, but sometimes it can help just to talk things through with someone. Dots! You really are a strange fellow, aren't you? But if I must, I must. If you wouldn't mind. Where do I begin? To be completely frank, I'm a little concerned about Celestin. That's a surprise. I can't imagine what a butler of his skill could do to cause someone else concern. It seems you may be overestimating his abilities somewhat. For the last week or so, he's been acting rather odd, for the lack of a better term. Not only has he stopped reprimanding me when he normally would, he's taken to spoiling me too. Worse yet, every reply he gives me sounds half-hearted and empty. Now that is odd for him. This is the first time he's ever done something like this too. Don't misunderstand me, he still performs his duties as a butler magnificently. However, his actions of late made him seem distant, more so than ever. Curiously, I've also overheard him discussing seemingly serious issues over the telephone too. Something must be going on. Agreed. Unfortunately, whenever I bring it up, he simply brushes me off. This is infantilizing? This is infantilizing, of course. But more dishearteningly, it feels like a betrayal of trust. I've never seen the two of us as a typical master and servant, but something more. Perhaps something more akin to brothers. Ah. Maybe I can worm some details out of him. Oh? It's possible. He might be going through something that he'd rather not involve those he cares about in, but I won't get involved if you don't want me to. If that's the case, Dots, you truly wouldn't mind? Not in the slightest. Leave it to me. What exactly do you hope to gain by helping me, Schwarzer? I suppose it doesn't matter. You will likely find Celestin attending to the upper-class dorm. I'll leave discovering the truth to you. I'll head right over there. Celestin's secret started. It's either Celestin or Celestine. It's not Celestin. That's not how they pronounce it. But I can't remember if it's Celestin or Celestine. I might pronounce it both ways, honestly. Okay, so I guess we talked to her for Celestine. Oh, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? I'm actually looking for Celestine. You haven't seen him around anywhere, have you? I have, but he left for your dorm just a short while ago. He mentioned having something to collect from Sharon. From Sharon, huh? I wonder what it is. Thank you very much for the info. I'll try to catch him over there. Yes, try, we will. Trista's a nice little town. Sharon, have you seen Celestin? Oh, hello, Masterine. Is there something you need from me? I'm actually searching for Celestin right now. Have you seen him? I heard that he was headed over here. Indeed. You missed him by a matter of moments. As it happens, I'd made too much for dinner this evening, so I decided to offer him what we wouldn't be able to eat, which he said he would gladly take off our hands. So he was here to collect it. I see. Maids and butlers have their own economy here, don't they? Does that mean he headed back to the upper-class dorm then? Not necessarily. There was something about his demeanor today that seemed quite different than usual. He was considering a brief stop at Kirsch's on his way back to unwind a little. Though I can't say for sure that he's headed there. Kirsch's, was it? Well, that's my next stop, at least. Thank you, Sharon. You're very welcome. And to Kirsch's Inn we go. Oh, there's a Celestin. Celestin. Good day, Masterine. My apologies as always for the constant trouble Master Patrick causes you. Oh, no worries. He's not half as much trouble as he tries to be. Hold on a sec. Is that alcohol you're drinking? Ha! Not even I can escape the allure of drinking on the job once in a while. Sorry, that was my terrible attempt at a joke. Of course, this is non-alcoholic. I'm here for the atmosphere rather than the intoxication. I see. Patrick was right. He is acting kind of strange. Time for me to get to the bottom of this. Hey, Celestin. If I may, Masterine, allow me to guess the sequence of events that brought you here. On your way to the training hall, you just so happened to bump into Master Patrick. After a period of guarded discussion, he let slip his worries about me. And being the paragon of selflessness you are, you offered to talk with me, which ultimately led you here. Am I correct? You haven't been watching us from the shadows or anything, have you? Haha, not at all. It was a simple deduction from when you know the pieces in play and the surrounding circumstances. However, the real surprise is that Master Patrick could bring himself to make a request of you. I must have caused him more concern than I'd ever imagined. He's really worried about you. I don't want to ask you to stay any more than you're comfortable with, but isn't there anything you can tell me? Let's just say that things are rather complex. Then, would you prefer to talk to Patrick about whatever's going on? I feel kind of bad for him the way things started. Haha, I understand. You've come all this way for Master Patrick's sake, so it would be rude of me to leave things as they are. But just telling you everything would be a bit of a bore, so why don't we play a little card game? What kind of card game? I have 2 blade cards here. On one card is a 1, and the other card is a 7. Now watch carefully as I shuffle these. Correctly guess which one is the 7, and you win. Do that, and I'll tell you everything you wish to know. Okay. Well, if you don't mind me getting one question in now, is there a point to all this? I admit that it's kind of an unusual requirement. This is a deeply personal matter, so I'm a little hesitant to discuss it. In other words, I'd rather put myself into a situation in which I don't have a choice not to. Now it makes sense. Well then, I accept your challenge. Thank you. Then, please choose, Masterine. Which card is the 7? The one on the right. I'll go with the card on the right. Understood. Allow me to flip the card. Yeah. And there's the 7. Looks like I win, Celestin. Indeed. Excellently played, Masterine. So, if you wouldn't mind, fear not, I'm a man of my word. But how do I begin? I recently received a direct order to return to the High Arms household from the Marquis himself. In fact, I'm expected to return to St. Arc as early as next week. Exclamation! Are you serious? Gravely. Personally, I'd much rather stay by Master Patrick's side. However, I've been told that things are getting hectic over there. I see. I'm surprised to hear that the Marquis would ask for Celestin specifically. He must be even more talented than we think he is. However, Marquis High Arms is an incredibly good-hearted man. It's entirely possible that he will allow me to continue to do as I wish, so long as I carry out the duties he asks of me. So I've been trying to find a way to remain in Trista, no matter how much additional work I must do. That's what's had me so occupied of late. And that, embarrassingly enough, has been the root of my odd behavior. That'd do it. But do you mind if I ask why you want to stay by Patrick's side that much, though? Perhaps it does seem a bit strange from your perspective. I'm afraid we don't have time for the full story, but I will say this. Master Patrick was the one to treat me not as a servant, but as an equal. He gave me a place in the world that others couldn't, and for that, I would do anything for him. I never knew. So this is what Patrick meant when he said they're more than just master and servant. That said, I feel terrible that my attempts to remain by his side have caused him so much concern. But telling you all this has made up my mind. How so? I've decided I'm going to tell his lordship exactly how I feel. Should that fail, I will simply have to think of something else, but I will stay with Master Patrick. But it was speaking to you that allowed me to reach that conclusion. If bouncing your thoughts off me helped, then I'm glad I was there. Well then, I shouldn't waste another minute here if I want to settle all this. Allow me to take my leave, Master Reen. Good luck, I hope it works out for you. Also, could I ask you to explain my behavior to Master Patrick? I have some explaining of my own to do later, of course, but I would like it if you could at least share the basic details and my feelings on the matter with him. Of course, you can count on me. And so, we must go back to Patrick. Although, after we see what Laura's up to, just cuz. And by doing this, you can turn it into an octodog. My word, you transformed that hot dog into an octopus. I didn't know you were capable of such miracles, Monica. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but how about I teach you how to make them? Then you can be a miracle worker too. You mean it? Thank you so much. Seems like she's really taken to cooking. Guess I'll have octodogs to look forward to next time she makes something. Octodogs, huh? Did you get anything out of Celestin? I did. Reen told Patrick about their card game and what Celestin told him afterwards. Got the hiccups again! Exclamation. So he's been told to return to St. Ark. Yet he's still doing everything in his power to prevent that from happening. Dots. Trying to take action without consulting me again. What foolishness. Why do you seem so happy about that? Happy? Sometimes I wonder what color your sky is, Schwarzer. Well, currently kinda amberish. Amber orange. Besides, even if Celestin were forced to leave my side, I would be perfectly... no matter. You did well today. You're the last person I would want to be indebted to, so take this and call us even. Thrust these still blue into Reen's hands. Well, hold on, I didn't help you expecting some kind of reward. That just makes things even worse. I do not wish to be in your debt. Think of this as me having filed a formal request and you having fulfilled it. Nothing more. As such, you receive your reward. Walk away, and no loose ends remain. Got it. Quest completed. And with that, next time we will go figure out what Toa has to say to us. And then we will continue to the next day for our practical exam. Yeah. And then that should be 30 minutes there for that episode. So yeah. Until then, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.